Hello folks, and welcome to my first ever proper YouTube video. This has come after a lot of peer pressure to do this, so thought I'd just start this evening. I'm out doing, well, I thought it was my last job of the evening. I'm just checking these sheep that's on our plastic slats. This was meant to be, or sorry, these are not meant to be lambing for another 2 weeks. You might hear that noise in the background. I thought I was going to start a nice wee video here, nice and calm, just kind of show you the sheep, and then I'll skip to tomorrow when we're starting into rain proper jaws, but that didn't work out. We have a ewe here has decided to have, well, it's just 1, 2, and there's a third one on that trailer. These weren't due to start lambing now for another 2 weeks, as I said, but yeah. It's now 10:15 in the evening, and I thought I was going into the house now, but that's not happening. So this is the farm with no lambing pens running here. We don't not meant to lamb anything. We lamb on straw all the time, but there's usually always a handling every year. There's maybe 1 or 2 mistakes happen, and she is obviously came from a ram lamb, wasn't actually meant to be with the proper ram. So yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try and get these sorted out. I'm going to have to bring these on that wee trailer just showed you there to the other farm and get a pen made up, because as usual we planned to be prepared for these things but we weren't. So yeah, that's how well the checking went this evening. But as I said, this is my first ever YouTube video. We will see where this goes. Could be my first and could be my last, all in the one take here. So we'll see how things happen, but for now that's these sheep checked anyway. As you can see, I'll come back when things more settled. I come back, might do a wee machinery tour, some video. This is where we keep, so I live at this farm here, and this is where we keep these sheep. We also have these heifers, just kind of overflow heifers. There's ones that we don't have room for in the main farm, but yeah, that's what's here. Just one small tank, that cattle tank there, and then the sheep slats here. These are some plastic sheep slats. So yeah, I'm rambling on here, but I'm going to go and get these sheep sorted out now, because this was not part of the plan this evening. So that's the 3 lambs loaded up on this wee trailer. The whole thing doesn't look very tidy now. This is only a wee trailer we only use in emergencies, so I'm going to get them brought up now to our main farm into a bedded shed where they'll be cleaner, warmer and drier. I don't actually think, even though she's a fairly big bag of milk there, but I don't actually think she has that much milk in it. So well, it's this time of the evening we'll normally mix up a wee bit of colostrum, powder colostrum, and give it to the lambs just to be sure that they're alright. But as you can hear, they're bleating rightly, so they need something soon. Right, so we've landed at a safer destination now. My hair's all over the place because it is absolutely bucketing rain outside there at the minute. You can hardly see it, but the wind is bad as well. You can hear it on the roof here. But we've landed here now at this shows our beef farm. These 2 cows have been fattened here at the minute, these 2 milk cows. So along that wall there, that's where our wee lamb pens normally go. So that's where they currently are. So as you can see, we're real well set up for this. So I'm just after coming in, and that cow was running the 2 pens, so I've doctored up a wee pen here for now to get them going. Just now in this shed, this is our young stock, so our calves, these will be our Frisian heifers, and a couple of Angus as well. So they are bedded down that lower part, and then they come up on this kind of a solid floor, and then they're eating the Spanish straw here, and then they're fed nuts twice a day in a box. We just throw a box across the front here, but that's the crack with them. So yeah, let's get this doll into a pen, and then I'm going to go and get her water and silage, and then I'm going to mix up a bit of colostrum for them 3 lambs, because they're bleating away here and I don't think they've got that much yet. And obviously if they're stuck on that plastic slats with other ewes, they weren't going to really find the mother, because the other ewes just going to push past the whole time. But yeah, let's get these sorted out. So it's now after dinner time, and this is how things is looking now with the sheep. So we have 1 lamb, 2 lambs, 3 lambs. So they all survived the night anyway. So I didn't know at the time, but my father's just been marked with necks on her back. That's because she had mastitis last year and wasn't meant to be kept, but she turned out in lamb. So this is the offset. So she literally has no milk at all of her own. So what we're doing now is we're going to bottle feed these. We'll try and get a foster ewe got from somewhere, or else we will we'll try and maybe for some of our own ewe start lambing as a single. We get these fostered on to another ewe, because I don't think this ewe is going to be fit to rear any of these. So that's unfortunately what's going to happen, but they've all made through the night, so they should make it now at this stage. Bottle fed them last night, and my mother actually sat up to about 12:30 or 1 o'clock and came out and bottle fed them again, and then my father was here first thing this morning and fed them. So I'm just after feeding them now again, and that should hopefully keep them going. Even though they're banned that much, you wouldn't think they were fed, but yeah, that's sheep for you. It's a very delicate reload on the front of the JCB today. It's a robot scraper, a De Laval scraper. So there's a wheel underneath that drives it, and every about 3 months the wheel loses a bit of pressure and then it starts sticking in places, so we'll have to take her out and put a wee bit of air in it. But she's wild dirty at the minute and she's just about to fall off the friggin' pallet forks on me here. So I'm going to bring her out, we're going to give it a real good power washing now and clean the whole thing up just when she's out, because it is a wee bit messy. But the problem is she's in with the cows all the time and the cows are shitting over when she's driving past, so not much we can do about it. But we'll get her on right now and get her washed off here. That's the tractor tanker set up there. We're currently pumping slurry from our milk cow shed down into our heifer house. So just have to concentrate what I'm doing here, because if this fell off it could cost me a hell of a lot more time today having to go and get parts for it. But hopefully she doesn't move. It's a real piss of a day here in Fermanagh. Absolutely brutal. So that's why we're kind of doing power washing jobs today. Just suits, as you can see, look at the fields flooded. You see our silage pit. Whole covers down on the ground. That's going to be nice for feeding this evening. Real nice job there. Also today I'm in mixing slurry, so I'm going to go in there and mix that tank. It is about to come up to the slats, so the whole cow's closed away. The cubicle's all red up, so that's the plan now. Camera's just not focusing for you to see, but yeah, we're going to go in through here and through the power washer. Move this pickup out of the way if this machine doesn't fall off me first. That's her set off in position now, so the man that's going to wash it doesn't want to film, so I'll let you come back and see whenever it is washed. But there's the bag, just that's the remote in there, that is just covered up just in case that gets wet, because it's just fairly well protected, but there's a wee bit of a gap. There used to be a door in that, but it's broke off, so just put a plastic bag over the controls just so it doesn't get wet. But yeah, I'll come back whenever she's washed and let you see the difference. So another wee job going on here today. We are just transferring slurry from this tank into this one here. So there's actually a wall across Ramsden here at the minute, so this tank's up to the slats, and then that one we actually pumped that away to another tank last week, so plenty of room in this here now. So we pump it down and then it's easier for sucking out to the tanker. But I was mixing here a while ago and wait till you see this. We're a mess. That's some froth. That's nice looking, isn't it? But that'll all disappear way down now once the slurry goes below the slats. I'll get a wee scraper and just push that all back into the tank, because you don't want cows tramping through that. So that's us heading back to the shed now. That's a wee robot all washed up, looking a lot cleaner now. Now she's not perfect, but she's a lot better. So the idea is with this Hannah now, I'll just be able to set her straight back in here. So this is where I'm after mixing the slurry, so this is red at the minute. So I'll set her down here now, and then hopefully she'll find her own way back up once I get her started again. So just before I set her down, I thought I'd give her a wee lift up here and there and let you see what it's like underneath. So obviously there's your 5-foot blade at the front, and there's your one main drive wheel in there. So there's a wee bit low of air, so I had to put a bit of air in that. You have the two wheels sitting at the back there, if you can see them. So they just they're free wheel, so it's this main front wheel that drives the whole thing. So the whole thing looking a lot cleaner. If I can show you underneath here, there's the two, you can see there and there. That's what she reverses on to charge. So yeah, she's almost 7 years old now, so she has scraped a lot of dung over the years, but still plenty more dung to do, hopefully. So we'll get her set down now and back going again. So that is the scraper back in the shed now. All I have to do is put this remote control back on and give that a wee bit of a clean. It goes in here now. I decided to take it off. There's a lead that actually connects onto the top of that there. So I wrapped the bag around that and closed it up, because there used to be a lid on this here and it broke off. So just have to be a wee bit gentle in around that part, but I thought I better take this off just in case I get a wee bit of damage. So I'll get that stuck back on now, and then we will get her moving up this shed hopefully. Right, hopefully this works. Should should have power, yeah. You can see her back on. That's it, tight enough. Right, I'll try and get her, now this is going to be upside down for the camera, but I will try to direct it up so it may look better, but that is machine going forward now. So show this better. So that's us moving, so we have left and right over this side, and then we have the forward and back on that side. So what we have to do now is, bear with me. Right, so what we have to do is get her in again the edge of the heel stone, and then you go to this button here and you hit, unless you're going to focus for you that well, but you hit this button here 3 times, and then she does like she finds her own position then. So we have sensors drilled in the slats the whole way up this shed. So hopefully, so there, she's now touching this. So if I hit this button now 3 times, that does a jump start. Yeah, she's going backwards now. That is not what's meant to happen, but give her a wee second. Hopefully she'll go forward now. Just put that back in there where it goes. And see what happens. That's her away now, I hope. Not that easy to see because she is moving that slow. Yeah, looks to be going over the slats, scraping them better now than what it had been. So, go now and get these whole gates opened up, because again the gates in this shed set up that I can close the whole cows way over the far side, and then when I was pumping the tank I was able to let them back into this side, because obviously we know fumes that come whenever they're on this side. But I'll just show you up the top here. This is where the whole froth was. That's where I was mixing the tank in there. So yeah, there's where the whole froth was. As you can see, it's well down, but the scraper's coming this way now. But just with this gate locked off here too, just to keep the cows over that side. Actually pull that gate too, just in case any cow came near where the fumes would have been. But I'm going to get these gates now pulled out, and then hopefully the scraper's going to find herself. There's like, I think there's about 3 up this side here, so I'm hoping by the time she gets to here that she will turn. But I'll let you see when she gets to the top. I'll get these gates pulled out in the meantime. So that's it, cleaning the whole foam away anyway. Moment of truth. Has she found herself or not? So she should turn now when it gets up here to this last wee bit here. What do you think, cow? Is it going to work or not for us? Right, it needs to turn within the next about 2 or 3 seconds. Because if it doesn't, it's going to go straight into the wall. Come on, please turn, please turn, please turn. Yes. We are back in action again. It is really nice watching something when it does actually work, because there's many a time and it does not work. Yeah, that's the job now. She's away again. Right, so I think I'll leave it there. This is going to be the end of my first YouTube video. I don't know what way it went, but or what people think of it, but look, I'm going to try my best. I'm more used to TikTok, but I'm going to try for longer videos now on YouTube, as a lot of people have asked for it. So I'll see what I can do, and I suppose hit like and subscribe. I think that's what you do here on YouTube. So yeah, and hopefully I will see you in the next one.